Ben 10 is about a kid who discovered a device called Omnitrix, which gives him the ability to transform into different alien species, each with their own set of skills. It was one of the best shows Cartoon Network had thanks to its cool concept. To capitalize on the success of the franchise, video games were made to offer players to take part on the exciting adventures and transform into any aliens they want to fight the bad guys. Since there are many games to play, I'll only narrow it down to the Ben 10 games that made my childhood, so let's begin. Ben's Omnitrix gets some of its DNA sucked by an insect drone, preventing him from transforming into some of his aliens. He then must fight his way through numerous drones and foes, and travel across regions within the US along with Gwen and Grandpa Max to collect the crystals that will give him his aliens back and stop Vilgax from sending Earth to the null void. The combat is simple yet fun, and even better with 2 players. And the combos can be unlocked by collecting Omnitrix points, allowing to inflict more damage to the enemies. The cel-shaded graphics look great, the levels look decent with puzzles thrown in. The game even ranks you for how long you play the levels, increasing the replay value. The complaints I have though is that Ben could have transformed to an alien immediately the moment the Omnitrix fully recharges. Also, I think the game could have had more aliens to play as, but the Master Control feature once unlocked is rewarding, enabling you to change from one alien to another without transforming back to Ben. The extras, by the way, are a nice touch. Ben, Gwen, and Kevin head to the amusement pier to search for an alien tech, where they also meet Gorvan, who recruits them to collect another pieces of those technology from various locations, later revealed to be used by the hybrid to power up their array of weather towers that could freeze up to enormous portions of land. Realizing that they have been tricked, the trio must destroy those towers and the enemies in their way. The game mechanics is pretty similar to Protector of Earth. You collect Omnitrix points to unlock combos for your aliens. But unlike that game, there isn't any explanation given to why only few aliens are playable from the start of the level, though you get to unlock the others as you progress. The game also supports 2 players. I also commend the game for making Gwen and Kevin as playable characters, but I can't say the same for the combat as a whole, because it feels a little dull. Luckily, the combos break the boredom a bit. I noticed that there are also some puzzles to solve that requires proper observation. They're not very hard though, but I remember getting stuck in one level as a kid because I didn't know what to do. The issue I had from the previous game has been rectified here, as you can now change to an alien form quickly the moment the Omnitrix fully recharges, but it also lacks more aliens to play. My other complaint may seem minor because I'm no expert in programming, but I feel like the controls are a little too responsive at times, especially when it comes to performing combos, as the aliens perform another attack when they don't need to if I pressed another button. The game's bonus content is also worth a look, especially the voiceover session. Vilgax starts to invade Bellwood by sending out tons of creatures from the Null Void, using the gigantic projector from his ship to attack the city. Ben, Gwen, and Kevin, with the help of Professor Paradox, sends them back in time to travel to different alien worlds to destroy every power source used to power up Vilgax's Null Void projector as instructed by Grandpa Max. Now the gameplay is in 3D, which is a refreshing change, although it retains some of the mechanics from the previous games, such as the collection of Omnitrix points to unlock combos. Gladly, more aliens are playable up to 10, and each gets to shine on particular levels by allowing the utilization of their skills to get past obstacles to move forward. The alien planets and dimensions look great, and the puzzles are interesting. There is also an explanation to why Ben could only change into a limited number of aliens, which you'll find out by playing the game yourself. Some flaws that I have noted are that the spaceship shooting levels are too easy, and the controls could be a little more responsive, especially at times when I'm jumping to another platform while running, performing a double jump, and that the aliens sometimes don't grab on the ledges even if it appears that they could, resulting in cheap deaths. Nonetheless, these problems don't completely ruin the experience, and the game is still fun to play. The game revolves around Ben, along with Gwen and Kevin, traveling around the world to search for the pieces of an ancient alien artifact called Potis Altiari to power up the Ultimatrix and defeat the evil Toku Star to prevent the Earth's destruction, later revealed to be Albedo, who managed to obtain a sample of Toku Star DNA after Ben blew up the Omnitrix in their final battle with Vilgax. The gameplay is the same as Vilgax attacks, but with changes to some of the controls, such as combos no longer needing elaborate button presses and quick transformations, since there are only 4 specific aliens that the game recommends you to play for each level. The combat feels smoother, and the ability to counter attacks is a nice feature. The number of aliens to play are increased, the levels look great, the ultimate alien forms are what you hope them to be. As the enemies get stronger, you get to upgrade the alien skills by collecting Ultimatrix points, including their special attacks. However, I find that some aliens playable in Vilgax attacks were omitted, and the control issues I had from that game is still present here. The exclusive aliens could have been more useful, and I think they could have filled in for Yomongosaur. Overall, it's still a pleasant addition to the games based off TV shows. These games are no masterpieces, but still entertained me, so I'm thankful to have played them. And I have yet to give the newer games a try. Anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Lucas out.